Why is it dark in here? This is after my bedtime. I'm bringing this here for you for episode 14.
We found a rare, Jenna has a rare gift to sound exactly like Ralph from The Simpsons.
Will you open my mouth for me?
You have to do the cat food one. You have to.
My cat smells like cat food. No, my cat's breath.
She fucked it up.
Fuck Jenna.
We were so close.
Jenna Ralph needs to go home.
We had to take a break in between, and we spent 3 minutes just making all kinds of sounds in the mic because we had to get it out.
If you guys are lucky, I might post it just so that you can hear it.
It was like Gollum. It was Sloth from the Goonies.
The Cowardly Lion.
Armstrong was in there. It was a bunch of things.
My cat breath
Yep, you were over there.
smells like cat food.
And we found that gem that I can't believe how uncanny she sounds. Oh my god.
Yes, but as Ralph introduced, it's episode 14.
14. That's it. I wish we had a video of your face when you do that. Oh, that's perfect.
So 14 is for friends.
Yep.
And
My best friend is Bridget. My best friend is Bridget, too. I should choose you.
We were talking about this, and I don't know if I should even be on this podcast today, because if you guys see the outline, it's literally her complaining about me.
she's like, I don't even want to be a part of this podcast because I think you're just going to be yelling at me the whole time.
Yeah,
which I disagree.
We're going to have to agree to disagree on this one.
Well, I was having a crummy day yesterday, and I messaged her and was like, hey, what are you doing? She's like, just at work, what are you doing? And I was like, hey, I'm over here. And she's like,
sound like?
Okay, cool, I'll leave now. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you literally texted, you're like, oh, I'm not working. I'm like, all right, cool, I'm quitting. Like, I'm leaving now. I'm bye, peace out. We're like, where are you going, Bridget?
Afternoon delight.
Yes. Skies rocket in flight.
Ooh, afternoon delight.
So we did have that. We went out, had some drinks, and some hummus.
Hookers. I mean, drink.
Oh,
Drink.
shit. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that. What the fuck? I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
It's like, drink, something.
Drink.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the song called?
Drink.
Oh.
Everybody's yelling at us again through the
God
podcast.
damn
Sorry,
it.
guys.
It's gonna boil in my brain.
I was pillow talking with a bish. We'll just switch the subject.
No, I still like the Let Me Freak one. He's like, I'm just coming at you as a man right now. Did you see that one? The girl, let me freak. God damn it, let me freak. I love it. I love it.
Fucking love Little Dicky. I've been trying to spread Little Dicky everywhere.
That's what happened yesterday. That's what we were texting, because I had sent her one. And she was like, oh, I was just talking about someone. I'm like, me too. I was spreading the love that way. So we're both like just talking, like just sending out Little Dicky shit to everybody. Like, oh, you don't know this? Here, you're welcome.
We're sharing our Little Dickies with everyone.
Yes, we are.
So, to preface, we had stated a couple of podcasts ago, brain's gotta poop. Don't neglect the brain, which is
The best part.
of Little Dicky pillow talking. And I was heading up somewhere at work, and I said something to somebody, and I was like, brain gotta poop, don't neglect the brain. Another guy turns around and goes, did you just reference Little Dicky? And I was like,
fuck yeah, I did.
Hells yeah! And then I was like driving, because I was like, I'm leaving work, I'm upset, not feeling it.
And then ping, I come in.
She comes in, sends me literally the brain.
Just someone made a YouTube thing of just the brains part.
Yeah.
So I was like, bing, here's a nugget for you today.
And I was like, whoa, get out of my head.
Yeah.
Get out my head, Charles. Get the fuck out of my head. You know who I am. I'm a juggernaut, bitch. And I was like, yo, we gotta meet up.
Yeah.
Like,
except she was like, do you want to get tea?
Oh yeah, that's how it started.
She didn't say, yo, bitch, we're meeting up. She's like, do you want to hang out?
What you doing? You want to get some tea with me? And she's all like, yeah, I think we can do that. And I was like, well,
cool.
This is how it progressed. So then I was like, well, maybe we should go get that juice that we were talking about the other day.
And I'm like, cool story, bro. And then we're like, coffee, tea. And we're like, yeah, cool. And we both like texted like, yeah, what should we do? And like 5 minutes later, we both were like, so what's the fucking plan? And I just laughed. I'm like, oh wow, we're idiots. It's fine.
Yeah, we didn't plan on anything.
So no juice, no tea, coffee. Yes, drinks were first.
Yeah, we went and got some
first.
alcohol.
Especially when she's like, hey man, I've had a shit day. I'm like, well, do you want a drink or do you want a drink?
I was like, let's get some fluff, daddy.
So it was yum.
Yes,
totally yum.
Got a beer that had marshmallow in it, which is amazing.
Which brings us to the part where I'm the most uncomfortable at this point of the podcast. This is what it says. I'm letting you guys know. On our outline, it says, Bridget hugging others. She typed this out. Bridget hugging others. Like it's a problem. So let's dive into this.
Wait.
Let's talk about this.
So they need to understand, one, Bridget and I have literally only hugged each other once.
Twice.
Was it twice?
Twice. There's photographic evidence of one, and when we had a reunion, twice.
Was it awkward?
No, it felt like I was home.
It was like the ending of Homeward Bound when they were coming over the edge.
I feel like
And
that time apart was like that. Like we were on our journeys, and then we came across, and we're like, "Oh my god, it's you!" And we just went for it, and it was like, "Oh, this is warm,
Mystical, magical morning."
Yeah.
So we went to go somewhere that Bridget actually knows someone. Shocker.
You say like that, fucking like I don't know anybody.
I know. I was just joking.
I know fucking everybody. Not really.
Yes, you do.
I mean, I know some people. We're weirdly in each other's circle. Like even when we're not, like if we go a week or whatever, somehow your name comes up in conversation. Either I drop it because I'm like, oh fuck, that Jen is awesome, or someone's like, oh I know Jen. I'm like, but how do you know? And like you get kind of like, how do you fucking know them? How do you know?
There we go.
How do you know my best friend? You do the cobra. How do you know my best friend?
I was like, whoa.
Now the cobra is when you sit up straight and you wiggle your head. Because you're like, how do you know this person? We need to get video.
Yeah. It's like when the cobra comes out and it has Cobra Kai.
Or the dinosaur from Jurassic Park.
Velociraptor?
No, the thing with the spits the acid. He shakes his little thing.
Velociraptor.
It's not a raptor.
It's not?
No.
Oh, I always thought it was.
It's not a raptor. Raptors are clever girls, and they open the door.
It's a megalodon.
Fuck that.
Thanks, Jason Statham. He told us.
It's not a megalodon.
Jason Statham said it was a megalodon.
Anyway,
It's a megalodon.
Hugging. We've hugged twice. We've both talked about getting odd hugs from people. So I don't know if it's because we've both been hurt that we don't do it to each other. Because what if we did it and it was horrific?
Which I did have that weird awkward situation again.
Recently?
One with somebody else that I know.
See, I wonder if we
and
just
somebody
don't want
that
to do
we've
that.
shared hugs with before.
See, I wonder if it's like we've been through that, so we don't want to
That
like
weird
awkward,
like side hug.
Yeah.
Or like that
Air hug.
Oh,
Air hug.
You guys, it's just like handshakes. Figure out
Strong,
a fucking handshake.
firm.
Yes, firm handshake. I don't want some limp dick shit.
I feel like the hug, like dude hugs, when you go in and you do that back slap. I think that's how I'm gonna hug.
Yeah,
I think I'm
that's
gonna be
what I
like, boom. Yeah, we'll hug like dudes. I'm okay with that.
I want to like, but I like that. Do you ever see yourself doing the like hand thing first? Like this.
Okay. This is how we're gonna do it, because then we'll get into this. We're gonna have to do like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, with the man hug. I'm okay with that because I feel comfortable like that. Because the girl hug is like, they come in kind of slow, they pivot, right? They pivot, and it's almost like a wrestler grapple.
I think also girls don't know because they always are.
They do this.
Oh fuck!
You know what I'm talking about? So I did the motion. It's like you come in, like if you're
under the armpit.
You go under the armpit. Your hands are perpendicular, and it's almost
tap
like
the shoulder blades.
It's almost like you're going to tap your own shoulders, but you're doing it to someone's back. So it goes like swoop.
You're doing it while you're driving right now. And
right?
That's hilarious.
Yes, because you go swoop, like you're scooping, swoop, scoop, tap. I feel like I get that from girls, or you get this weird pivot. But I want to hug like a bro.
I think it is.
You do like you do the handshake, the fucking shake, shoulders touch, and it's like slap, slap. Like I'm okay with that.
Yep,
I'm alright with that.
Yeah, but that's the thing is with men, I'm easier to hug like that because we both already know we're gonna initiate it.
Yeah,
because we're like, yo, bro,
you're right.
What's up? What's up? Yeah,
yeah, because you're already playing
women.
it.
They're like, oh, are you gonna initiate initiate? Am I going to
I
initiate?
think, but that's, I think, what we were
And then
having
where do we
issues
go? Are
that
you
we're-
the man? Am I the man?
I
Like,
think that's what we have, is we're both like, I'm not sure who's starting it.
Turk and JD.
Because if
again.
we did this and we're like, boom,
What's
boom,
up?
that's-
Yeah, see,
that
now I
feels
feel
natural.
fine.
That feels natural. I'm okay with that.
Yes!
We've fucking figured it out before we even started this whole fucking thing. But it's fine. We'll still go with it. So, Bridget hugging others. So,
My heart broke.
her heart fucking breaks.
She states the sentence of, "Oh man, I have to get ready for my hug," and I was like, a little tiny piece of my heart was just like,
I was
"Wait, what?"
excited, yeah.
I was like,
excited.
"Oh man, like I don't feel like you get that excited to see me."
I do. It's just we don't touch. But that's the thing. Like, it was a hug from my friend,
Dude.
who's a dude. Yeah, so it was like a dude hug. I was like, yeah, I'm fucking pumped and excited because I already know he's initiating it. I'm not initiating it,
Right.
Because I don't come at you. Like, I accept hugs. Like, I don't come at you. But now knowing that we can both do it, I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm excited for that. But otherwise, if it's like a girl coming at me, I'm not gonna jump out of there and be like, oh, I'm fucking stoked for this. I'm like, where
Yeah.
are you going?
Yeah.
Because I'm usually a lot taller than most of the girls that
And
hug me, and I'm like,
With girls now that I'm
It's a
thinking
treat.
about it, I try and always initiate and be masculine.
yeah.
So I have that. I bring in like a.
I think I do when I'm
hone in
working.
like a masculine energy.
You go over, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
like, what's up?
I think I end up doing that when I'm working, and I'm like hugging brides at the end of the night, where I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'll come do that. But if it's like I don't know, I don't hug many friends, like, so unless like girlfriends, I should say, like, and I don't really hug my sisters that much. They usually just attack me, and I'm like, all right, I'll take it. But like initiating, yeah, no, not really. Small room. Anyway, so her heart fucking breaks.
Small world.
Her heart breaks.
I was crying.
And then she's like, here's the dagger, and she like.
Oh yeah,
pulls it out
I
of
did
her
actually
heart.
pull out a dagger and handed it to
She's
her.
like, "Here
in
it
front
is."
of the guy, by the way.
Yeah.
Which was really funny because I was like, he doesn't know me. He just met me, and here I am, like pulling this fake dagger out of my chest and handing it to her.
And then he's like, "Oh yeah, I feel special because I got the hug." I'm like, "God, you're making this worse. You're putting me in such an uncomfortable."
Wait, here you
situation."
go, sir. I just met. Here's your dagger.
Yeah, and then she's like, "How would the hug feel?" And he's like, "Oh, it was great." He's like, "I know these don't get passed out lightly." And I was like, "Oh, you're fucking ruining my life right now." Like, and I'm like smiling, but on the inside, I'm like, I want to fucking be 2 feet tall and just run out of here. Like, this is great. Where's my fucking wizard cape where I can just throw it over me and fucking book it? Like, it
All right, Dumbledore. It'd be great right now if you just handed me the.
I just not
Okay.
good. Not good. So that we had that moment, and we were talking about how you feel when other people talk to your friends, or like your best friend, because you kind of, and I wonder if it changes as you get older too, but like when you're in grade school, it's your best friend. Like, that's my fucking best friend. So you're kind of protective.
Well, and
kind of
we
like fucking mother bear.
I noticed that when I was in like middle school, and I came into the middle school that I was in 4th grade, where everybody already has gone from 1st, 2nd, 3rd
Yeah.
with their best friends and the same people, where I was always on the outside, and then I felt like I was never really a part or included with the clique of the 4 girls that were already there.
I guess.
And then as we continued through like middle school, you know, they kept coming and going, and there was different groups, and like once you get to high school, it kind of dispersed. Everybody was like not really the same
Did you
as
have
friends.
a clique though? Did you have like a core group?
There was, but there was 25 people in the class.
Oh.
By the time we graduated, there was 20. And then in high school, there was like 600. So then I started getting all like my cliques and people that I would hang out
Cliques.
with, and then
Hashtag cliques. I didn't have a lot of friends. I had people I hung out with in school, and I knew like some
I knew
people,
a lot of people.
But you didn't hang out outside of school. So like
I
didn't. So I had Ashley, who we were artsy together, so we drew and like would watch cartoons and stuff. She actually taught me how to draw, so we could be in the same class together. But besides that, my clique, my core group of people that went from from smaller all the way up through high school was my band. So it was my 2 cousins and our friend Emily, and that was it. So we would just hang out and play in the garage, and we made a band, and because we hung out all the time, we're like, oh, we're a fucking band. We didn't have instruments. We didn't play anything. We were a band. And then my cousin, get this shit. So my cousin and I were in orchestra, so we played violin, and so we make this band, and we call it fucking Freak Matter. And I
which
want
is a sick ass name.
No, I wanted it to call us Indecent Exposure.
Indecent Exposure. That's hilarious.
But they went with Freak Matter. So, and she set it up like we're a fucking band. I'm like, cool, man, we're a band. So that gives us an excuse to hang out every day after school. We didn't play anything. We didn't have any instruments. And my cousin comes back one of these days. And she's like, dude, we're going to play for our orchestra. There's like this big thing for the orchestra. We're going to play. Our band's going to play. I'm like, what? We don't have a band. We don't play anything. She's like, oh, what are we going to do? So we all sat down. We're like, well, I guess I'll learn guitar. And she's like, well, I guess I'll learn bass. And my cousin's like, well, I guess I'll learn the fucking drums. So our first gig was the three of us. And we plugged into a fucking karaoke machine.
Yes.
And we played Green Day. And it was just the three of us. And we also realized at this time that really none of us could sing and play at the same time. Very difficult to do both. So I'm like, oh, that was kind of cool. Well, we kind of got through it. Like, thank God that's over. My cousin comes back, and I shit you not. She's like, hey, man, I signed us up for the talent contest, for the talent show for the fucking high school. I'm like, we don't fucking, like, we played one song. None of us can sing and play at the same time. What are you thinking?
What the fuck?
Dude, man, crazy. So she's like, all right, and we were, like, months out. And we wanted to play Nirvana Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Yeah.
That's what they wanted to play. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. We're all trying to sing and play. We all fucking suck. None of us can sing and play that song. So my youngest cousin comes in, and she's like, what, can you join your band? We're like, fuck you, get out. Nope, we needed her. So she came in, and she could scream like Kurt Cobain. So
yes.
she could sing and sound like a dude. So I was like, all right, cool. So she sang. My cousin was on drums. I was on guitar, and Emily was on bass. We played the talent show.
Do you have any video of this?
I think there's some videos somewhere because we thought we were fucking rock stars and we all talked about it. We're like, we're gonna fucking go out there and play, and when we're done, I'm like, Kristen, when you're done, you're gonna fucking hit that last note and you're gonna just let your sticks go. Like, bam, let your sticks go and walk off stage. And I'm just gonna play and then unplug my fucking guitar and walk off stage. We did. We absolutely did. We played that last thing, Let It Ring, and then unplugged our shit and walked off stage. Like, we were assholes, punks, you know.
Did you win?
Third place.
All right.
We got third place.
Who fucking won? We're gonna have to kill him.
I can't remember who won. We got third place, and then from there, we started playing at bars, and we got on the radio twice, and we ended up playing the talent show again for something. We had some kid run up stage and start headbanging, which was interesting. So it was like it was like one summer. It was over one summer because it was my senior year and I was going off to college. And we played that one summer, and it was probably the craziest summer I had.
That is the best story.
We were all underage playing in these bars.
At bars.
And not to mention, so we were playing in these bars, and we were playing Green Day. We were playing Godsmack. We were playing heavy metal stuff, and then like Green Day and shit. My Chemical Romance to throw in some like emo stuff. We played a hurricane relief thing, and I made us play the Scorpions' "Rock You Like a Hurricane."
Oh, too soon.
We were assholes.
That's amazing.
We were a little bit assholey. But we had that, and we were playing in these bars. But my youngest cousin, was underage, and we were still playing. But so we had that kind of sound. We were playing kind of like rock, but not too heavy. The gigs we ended up playing were always with scream metal bands. So you're getting with these like death metal bands, full mouth and mic, you can't hear what they're singing, right? And then they're like, all right, up next is Freak Matter, and a bunch of girls get on stage, and we're like, hi! And then we start playing like something that's not nearly as heavy as what everyone else is playing. It was crazy.
Yeah, if they were like, oh, cute girls.
I don't know.
Show us your tits.
It was crazy. No, we never had anyone inappropriate. We played on the back of a flatbed truck, and my cousins wanted to sing. They really wanted to play Nirvana Rape Me, and they did, and their mom was pissed. Yeah, it was bad. We were you see how inappropriate, and I was like, indecent exposure would have been perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was, that was my clique. I didn't really have any people there was like a group of guys that like went over to like the one person's house that was close to the school. And his doors were always open, so like they made like fight clubs or whatever else. But as far as like the core group of people, it was my band. It was the band. We all hung out like throughout that time. It's mostly family, but you know, it was that.
Yeah, that's where you get all. I think like the starting of your friendships, but I think it gets worse as you get in your 20s when you only have select few friends or that one real good friend that you know is your friend.
Which I'd say is definitely you, because then when I moved out here, all my ties were gone.
All my ties are gone too.
Yeah, all my ties were gone.
Mine are all in Wisconsin.
Yeah, mine are all over the place. They're still back home, and it's nice to see them every once in a while. But like when I moved out here, I had nobody. And then we met, at GameStop, and I was like, oh shit. So that was awesome. But yeah, so like I'm protective of you, and if someone's like, oh Jenna, I'm like, how do you know her? How do you know her? Like, let's talk about this. How do you know her? I'm friendlier with her than you are. Like, it's just like a weird.
Well, did you know? Did you know?
Did you know we did this? Did you know we've been friends? We met here and we've been friends for like a decade. How long have you known her? How long have you been friends? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know why it happened.
Well, it's even better because it's more so like on like I think what's interesting is there's times when it's not even like when we're talking.
Yeah. Like
it. Well, we're talking. We're obviously friends, but it's like I'm on Instagram. Oh. And all of a sudden I'll be like,
you're crazy.
Oh, what? I'm crazy. Who's she talking to? Who liked her picture? Oh my god, what is he doing? Blah blah blah, or whoever.
Who is that guy?
Yeah. Who are you texting?
Who wrote that who wrote that message on your Instagram? They seem really friendly.
How does Compton know you?
Yeah, right.
I was like, wait a minute, piss all over your Instagram.
Circle.
Wait, she's my friend.
Circle. Oh, you know her? She knows me.
wait.
Yeah. You just talk, you're like, this is...
Or like when that, which I was super excited about because, and maybe you can tell them about it too. You had that shirt on. Music.
Oh, yeah. So I have been playing around with Instagram and photos, and
Yay!
One of my favorite shirts that I have is Music Makes Life Better. And it's actually an organization, it's a charity, and it works with getting artists and like venues together to set up charities for people to donate. And
yeah, so go donate, guys.
Yeah, so I had saw it in like a Nerd HQ thing forever ago, and I really dug the shirt, and then I was like, oh, that's a really cool shirt. I really want to find out where that person got it. And then I went online, read online like what they were all about. I'm like, oh man, like now I really want to fucking like put in and be a part of it. So I was playing around with pictures and playing guitar, hanging out with my dog, and I posted it on Instagram, and next thing I know, the freaking charity is like, hey, like, awesome picture, that's really cool. I'm like, what? Like, holy shit, like they're actually saying something to me. I'm like, oh, thanks, man. Like, you guys are rad. I enjoy your vibe. Like, you're cool, man. Like, keep it going. And then like a day or so after go by, and then I see that little thing saying, oh, you're tagged in something. I'm like, oh, what did Jenna post? And I like pick on it, and it's they put me on there like Wednesday Warrior, like saying, hey, like Bridget, whatever, like here's a picture, and she's wearing her shit. And I'm like, holy shit, like that's crazy. I didn't even know that was I didn't even know that was a thing. It was super cool. I was like, oh shit, like that's some cool stuff right there.
I was actually freaking out because I saw it because they also take Geese and Garters,
which is crazy.
Yeah, and so like I looked at it, and I was just like, oh my god, Bridget, did you see this? And I wanted to play cool as well.
Which is funny because I didn't put really anything on, like I haven't put anything on my Instagram yet. I say I'm a podcaster, but I kept it vague and haven't really put anything on there. So they must have just like went through and like, oh yeah, boom, there it is. I'm like, what? Like, it's crazy that they tagged everything.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Yeah, so I thought it was just really cool because I was like, I saw it and I was freaking out and I wanted to message you right away.
Yeah.
But then I wanted to also play cool, like, oh, it's alright, like, cool, like I get that too all the time. Which I do, but it's like, it's finally like you're seeing the benefit.
No, it's just
like you're starting to see it, and so like what I did is I just liked your comment and then commented on yours.
Yeah, I saw that. But then I texted you. I was like, "Did you see that?
Yeah.
Did you see that? Like that happened. That's kind of cool."
I know.
And I feel bad because I did a whole little fun shoot with all like the gear because I love wearing. It's like my favorite shirt, and I pair it with my favorite hat.
Yep.
And now I'm like, I don't want to post them right now because I don't want to seem like I'm thirsty. I'm like, oh, keep posting me. I'm like, no, that's not the. Like, I was just gonna post some cool stuff because the pictures came out really cool. And I'm like, well, now
you gotta like trickle in other stuff.
Yeah, because I was going to
do a whole thing. In other.
Yeah, I was going to do a whole thing, and I was like, oh, well, now I'm thirsty if I post it. So I was going to.
Yeah, wait like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So get other stuff that you're gonna like post,
like my Bollywood explosions picture.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
that was legit. I absolutely loved that picture.
I'm so glad that I kind of separated like, because I do wedding photography, and it was really hard for me to separate that.
I finally told her, just fucking do it.
Yeah, and it's just been nice to be able to do that and go, hey, you know what? Yeah, I'm glad I can take fucking the most raddest wedding pictures. I fucking got you. But, like, I want to be, hey, I want a place where I can just be weird. I want to post pictures where I photoshopped an explosion behind me because I looked freaking crazy. Yeah, so I did that. And I'm happy with the results. I'm okay with this.
It definitely looked like either a Bollywood action flick or like a Asian, like...
Which I laugh because, like, when it happened, I was just testing the camera and I was like, wow, that's RBF. I'm like, no, that's like action star face. And I'm looking at it, and, like, when I say action star face, and I feel bad because I shouldn't say sexist, but I was like, I feel like The Rock. Or I feel like the men in Bollywood, like, they're all beefed. I was like, yeah, I look fucking beefy.
That's why I take The Rock in it.
Yeah.
I was like,
oh my god, I would die if he responded to that. He's like, oh shit.
I know he responds to a lot of different things, and it's interesting nowadays.
I would literally just
with social media.
I'd shut down and just be done.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, I just quit my job.
I'm quitting. Yeah, I quit my job.
Why? Oh, The Rock just posted on my thing. Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done with
Mic
life.
drop.
Yeah, I quit my job. Like, but how are you gonna make money? It doesn't matter.
Nothing
matters anymore. Nothing matters.
Nothing else matters.
Nothing even matters. Yeah, to me.
But, so, with social media now, I just think it's so amazing that there aren't any filters.
Yeah.
So I was listening to Gary Vee on a podcast, and he's like, the middleman's gone.
Yeah.
It doesn't even fucking matter anymore. I literally have been having so much fun with this podcast, so much fun with affiliate programs, because I have the followers. You guys are freaking amazing. The podcast is doing great. The website I'm working on because it looks like garbage and
burning garbage, dumpster.
But
fire.
I'm trying to start getting my voice and getting who I am out there. And you guys have just been doing an awesome job making us feel welcome and a part of it. But also we're getting great things coming down the pipeline, which is pipeline.
It's because you said pipe.
We should have video.
She's showing fisting. That's not the pipeline. It's something completely different. It's very painful. And she's doing it quickly, so it's just not... It's just, maybe
you don't know if I have lube on it yet?
Maybe we shouldn't do video yet.
So another thing is we're hopefully going to be starting to do video for this YouTube. So hopefully we don't look that dumb, or like when I'm enthralled with Bridget's story and I'm staring at her like a fucking crazed person. And
with your eyes just... sparkling, twinkle.
They have that little like star on the side here.
Sometimes I feel like I can tell good fucking stories. Like I feel I can be pretty damn good about. I'm like, hey, and like, wasn't the one time I was telling you a story that it went shit, and you're like, god damn it. We were on the podcast and we're talking. And I was like saying the story, and I got to the end and it like fizzled. You're like, you were so invested, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you want to know what it was? Because it still hurts.
Really?
It still hurts.
What was it?
It was Skynet.
Oh!
You were talking to your phone about penis enlargement.
Oh yeah, and it never came up.
Yep.
Funny story about Skynet. Speaking of that, I keep having conversations with people, and then I'm getting the Instagram ads of the stuff we talked about, and I'm like, weird.
Yeah, it's getting worse. I've kind of embraced it.
I'm gonna be a Terminator.
I must say, the other day, yesterday. Yesterday. No, I'm just kidding. So
it's a very singing episode.
Exactly. I think it was probably because of all of the voiceover acting that we were doing before this.
See, we got it kind of out of the way. At least it's like heavenly voices and not Gollum sounding shit. Jesus.
It tastes like burning.
But yesterday I was working on my blog. I wrote a blog because it was National Book Day, or Read a Book Day. My favorite book was Harry Potter, so I was talking about series and how it's very similar to dating, and you break up with a book because it sucks, things like that. So it's a good blog. It's very short, so go and read it. But it was a couple of words that
pissed me off so bad.
Which one?
That Power of Now book. I was like, I wanted to flip a table over. I didn't even want to finish.
You know what? I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, I was so mad.
Yep.
It's like some.
It was during the time that I was working at Massage at True Harmony.
Yeah, some of it would be like really inspiring, and then it would turn into something else. I'm like, fuck this. I'm done. And
I actually never read it because of you. It was in my trunk for the longest time.
I think it would make you
until
mad.
I killed Finn.
Yeah,
not the one from Glee. Like I was not. Don't.
Wow, you went there.
Well, didn't I tell you?
No.
A week after he died,
Yeah.
I got into that 5-car pileup with my car named Finn.
Yeah.
Weird.
That's weird.
But anywho, so now that we totally went down a dark path, this is the nighttime podcast.
But still telling you, it is still music related because Glee.
Glee.
So.
Oh, full circle.
Yeah.
We brought it around. Wanted to be a
Can we please be fucking Wayne's World for Halloween this year? Because
party on.
No, that's shit. That is Wayne's World. Foxy.
Wayne's World.
Party time. Excellent. Ow! Party on, Wayne.
Party on, girl.
Because I have the giant glasses and I have that blonde wig, and I put the glasses on with the wig. I'm like, oh my god.
I have a brownish haired wig, so I'll totally wear it. Anywho,
sorry.
So back to the
social media, no filter.
Life back to reality. Just kidding. So I was writing about my blog about
Books.
National Read a Book Day.
And
And I was writing it on my Kindle, and I couldn't remember how to write a word. And I go, I got this. And this is gonna fuck up. She's gonna totally answer.
No.
So I go, Alexa, how do you spell nuances?
Epic fucking
Nuances
fail.
is spelled N-U-A-N-C-E-S.
Thank you, Alexa. So that is what I did literally through my whole blog.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, oh man, what's that one word? Remember how you sit there and you're like,
What's
man,
another word
that
for
word?
this?
What's that
Yeah.
word? You literally just asked them. But it was on my Kindle.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even this one or the one down in my kitchen.
You have too much. You're gonna be a zombie when the first day gone.
Yeah.
First day. So
First
we've got
person.
3 things here.
3 things
Okay,
already.
I'll come
So-
in to see you and you're just like already Terminator style, but like the liquid one.
Whatever. This thing's going to become my
You'll
eyeball.
you'll be the liquid one. You'll have the sword hands.
Actually, that doesn't sound bad.
No, it
like, I
doesn't.
don't sound like a zombie. I sound like a fucking Terminator.
But you get like shot with a shotgun, you go blah, and then like all comes back together.
That's fucking rad. But I thought it was the coolest thing ever because nobody was around me. And I had to figure out, like, I'm thinking of something. What is the word? I didn't go on Google. I literally just spoke
Technically,
it.
you did.
Technically, I did. But I spoke it.
Yeah.
And I already got the answer so much faster than what I would have if I had to go and click and type in my thing and then go research.
True.
Like, go back to my blog. Like, I just said it and it popped up and it went, done. So, best thing ever. I don't know how did we get on this?
Because you're on social media and then Skynet happened. Because we talked about me
Skynet.
having the shitty fizzle out story.
Got it. Okay. So, also on social media, so we were talking about how I will see her posting about something and I get super sad because I'm like, oh, she has other friends and I don't have any friends, but I only want her to be my friend because I miss her and nobody else wants to be friends with her. She's my friend. That's pretty much what it is.
I don't. I go to work, I just come and hang out with you, and then I go home and dance by myself.
But
That's
you
it.
still go out with others and I get
When?
super sad.
When's the last time? You don't even know. When's the last? I don't even know the last time I went out with anybody.
You went to the bar the other...
With you?
You went out with the girls.
When? That was like 3 months ago.
3 months
Or
ago!
more than that. It was more than 3 months ago.
It was really sad.
Oh my god, I feel like we're in a relationship. She also
Babies.
so you know how I was saying that Bridget Hugging Others, that she wrote these? She also wrote this saying, do you buy gifts to apologize? And I go, are you writing that because you want me to buy you a gift to apologize that I went out with like 2 other girls like 4 months ago?
Wait, you didn't let me finish while I was
Oh,
writing that.
Jesus Christ. Finish it then.
Do you buy gifts to apologize? As in, it's
Yeah.
too late to apologize.
As in, Bridget, buy me a gift because I feel bad.
No, it wasn't for you. It was the fact that I wanted to. It wasn't that I was trying to write. Do you buy gifts to apologize? Per Bridget.
It says
was-
question mark. It's the end of
I
your
know, but
fucking sentence.
I have to tell you how my brain works. Brain's gotta poop.
Okay.
Don't neglect the brain.
Okay.
What I was literally saying
Yeah.
in my head while I
Yes.
was writing that, because that sentence didn't come out properly.
Yep.
How do I win you over? Is it with gifts? That's how I apologize. I've already created a whole plan on what I'm getting you so that I can make our
God.
friendship even better.
No,
I'm gonna put a
yeah.
ring on it.
I feel like,
Everybody
oh my God.
gonna put a ring on it.
This is almost like a perfect podcast to be like, hey, how do you feel like our friendship is? How would you like to progress it further? Like, it's interesting. Like, it's almost like that.
Yeah.
Which is funny because talking about gifts, we were talking about it the other day when we were having coffee.
Actually, that coffee was bomb.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I love Bergie's. Bergie's Coffee, downtown Gilbert. Ding. Hashtag sponsored. I don't know how that works. Anyway, we were
That
talking.
was super cute. And I kind of want to cut that part and just put it in the front of every single one.
Hashtag sponsored. Or Bergie's. So speaking of gifts, we were talking about it, and we also freaking dropped our ages in last cast, because I won't let you fucking float out there by yourself.
Thanks, man.
We all float down here.
It reference. You're my best friend.
So we're talking about like getting older and kind of making a big fucking deal about it, because like I hit 30 and I didn't do anything special at all. And I know some people are like, oh my God, 30, and they do like almost like a
Dirty 30.
Yeah,
And I was like,
a
oh
bachelor
yeah.
party, and
I
they
didn't do
get
shit.
drunk. I sat at home, played games quietly in my house, and literally to the point that my husband, no, it was my 31st, I think, or I forgot that I turned 30. I was like, fuck, I'm older now. Yeah, I think it was like 31. I'm like, oh, it's my 30th. He's like, it's your 31st. I'm like, oh, and I lost a year. That's what it felt like. But I was so quiet and just kind of like, I'm older. He came home and he's like, are you happy? Are you okay? He's like, what? Are you? I'm like, yeah, I just took myself out to lunch. I'm like, I took myself out to breakfast and had a dirty, what's it called?
Dirty chai?
No, coffee. Irish coffee.
Oh, okay.
And that's it. I went out, took myself out, had a drink, and came back home. And I told him that. He's like, are you happy? He's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I just, I think it's fine. But like we were talking about it, and I'm like, hey, this year, I kind of want to go out. And I don't really do anything too much for Mark for his birthday, because one, he's hard to fucking buy for. And I never know what he wants to do. I'm like, you know what? I want to start making a bigger deal of stuff. Like, we're just getting older.
Even if it's just with close friends.
Yeah, even if it's just close friends. Like, I want to start, like
me.
Yeah, just us. We literally were.
Just me.
We were talking about that. And it's like, hey, let's, like, why don't we just try to at least go out to have a dinner around your birthday? Like, that's a big deal for us now.
I think one of the most memorable things that I've ever done or had before was going to the Breakfast Club with you for the first time.
Oh, it was for Valentine's Day, and we got
it was my favorite thing in the whole entire world.
Much fun.
And I was like, I want to do this all the time.
We went early.
I think we had mimosas.
It was Valentine's Day. I remember it being...
Well, because we wanted to go get those red velvet pancakes.
Yes.
And they were closed.
And oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we went up there, we got mimosas, we hung out for a good portion of the day. So we went out, we dated each other on Valentine's Day and got like challah French toast and shit. It was amazing. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I don't do that. I don't think
I've ever been back to that place since.
Mark and I went not too long ago. But the thing is, every time I've gone back, I was trying to be healthy, and I'm like, ew, boo.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, ugh.
You gotta do that one time with just fucking French toast.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like when we go out, we kind of don't give a shit. And we're like, all right, nope, here it is. Here we go. Except for the movies, we did try to do good, but technically, I mean, it wasn't great. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
We did have tea. That was healthy.
Yeah, that was the good part. Yeah,
that's fine. Apple crisp.
But it got me thinking about it. It's like, I'm getting older. I want to start actually giving a shit and like doing something like fun. And Mark and I making forts randomly, and it's like, why can't we have stuff like that? We were talking about, making different surprises for other people and for their birthdays, and like, why don't we treat it like a 6-year-old party? Like, why the fuck not? Why can't you do that? Why can't I have a treasure map X marks the spot and have an adventure? Why can't we have slumber parties as full-on adults? Stuff like that. And
in the slumber parties, fun. I'm thinking more of like going to a hotel and just having like a girls' weekend.
Yeah.
Or even if it's just a girl day/night. Like you have a day where you just like shop and party-ish. Like our party is like...
We're gonna drink...
Okay, our party is
double fist teacups, because we can't drink one drink when we're together, because we literally buy 2 drinks each. So double fisting tea and reading books.
So this is my idea of us having like a weekend.
Spot.
It's literally one day.
Okay.
It's us getting up early, going to like Scottsdale, getting our hair done at the dry bar.
Window shopping after?
Window shopping after,
we
eating whatever the heck we want, bunch of snacks, and then going to a resort because it's the summertime during AZ and the deals are ridiculous. It's like $80 a night for like $300 night resorts and hanging out on the bed in these cute little pajamas.
Watching nothing.
But like with like little wine glasses. And us just talking and doing stupid shit.
Yeah.
Or like walking outside at night. Like I feel it's walking outside at night.
You know, I think it's because of the driving around a lot. Because like that's like my good memories are always like outside at night. Like remember we would go walking around like my house?
Yeah.
And we'd walk forever. But like walking around outside, because I think that's also where we get our deep conversations.
Well, I think we also connect to the earth.
We do. We're grounded. Our feet to the ground. We get grounded.
Oh, man. Yeah, that would be so awesome. Like, that is my ideal, like, day plan. And I'm like, I'm going to just fucking buy it and make her fucking stay there and hang out with me for just one night and just hang out.
But the problem is
king-size bed.
The problem we have is that my husband is like, well, you're a grown-ass adult and you don't need to have slumber.
Mark.
Yeah, you don't need to have slumber parties. I'm like, why not? Like, why? And I was telling her about like,
my cat's breath smells like cat food.
I was telling her that I was like, oh my god, for one of your birthdays, I'm going to transform my garage and make it look like a child's bedroom from the 1980s, and it's just going to have a bunk bed in the middle. And she's looking at me confused, like, what the fuck? Like, why? I'm like, because it's room for activities. So we would just have this whole like faux bedroom from the 80s, and we could do whatever we wanted in it. Board games, build a fort, whatever the fuck.
I feel like coloring, slime.
I saw the slime you sent me. That was awesome.
Oh, I couldn't stop watching it.
We can fucking do some coloring books.
Right?
I'm so about that life.
I just brought my Deadpool coloring book home.
Nice.
So.
I
got tons of them.
I always have like the little intricate ones. We've got a World of Warcraft one. I have a Doctor Who one, and then I fucking have a Toki Doki one because I love Toki Doki.
Toki Doki backpack.
I was so sad when they stopped making their monthly planners because I was like all about it, and they're like, "Oh no, we're going to do a calendar now." I'm like, I don't need a paper calendar. I don't need that. Yeah. I wanted like a day-to-day freaking schedule.
Exactly. So Toki Doki, fix that. Make us planners, not calendars.
But yeah, so I think like as we're getting older, I think make a big fucking deal about it.
Yep.
Like I
even if it's just with like a couple of friends, or like what I was telling her, I wanted to create literally like I wanted to find parchment paper.
Yeah.
And like burn it at the ends and create you a map, and then I would have Mark start you somewhere, and each where that you go, and there's like areas that you have to go, and you would pick up one other person along the way, and we'd all be biking, and we'd get to a bar, and at the bar it's literally gonna have loot like pirates booty and just like a bunch of like chocolate coins I was gonna get, and like pogs.
We could do something like WoW related like that. Could you make like fucking question marks or exclamation points.
Yeah. And people could wear them.
You could turn it in.
Oh my god, that's a great idea.
Right?
We're adding to it. I wanted to also think of LB. Lost Boys.
Oh, what? How the fuck? I would have to just take you to a cave.
They go to a comic book shop, and they go and eat ramen, and they like do a ton of other stuff.
Okay. It's going. I'm thinking about it because we could do like a day in the life, or a day in the movie. We should plan something. We should do something called like a day in the movie, and we pick a movie that we want to like live through. Portray and live through, and we pick a couple scenes that we want to do, and we fucking go do it.
That is awesome.
Fucking now I want ramen. Damn it.
Now I want to be like, I want to do dumb ones too, like Clueless.
Oh yeah, we could do that. I was thinking, well, Step Brothers is going to have to happen. Happy Gilmore. Well, that's going to be difficult. We don't have a mansion.
Happy Gilmore?
Not Happy Gilmore.
Billy Madison. Happy Gilmore doesn't have a mansion.
Boom. Putt-putt. Easy.
Yeah.
Gilmore.
Totally. We've got this.
Oh, and didn't they have batting cages in there? Yeah, he was doing batting cages, right? Or no, hockey.
Hockey. He was doing
an ice skate.
Batting cages, I think, was in Billy Madison, if I'm not
mistaken. Damn, Adam Sandler and everything blending together.
I know, right?
Oh, we're going to have to do a Tommy Boy.
Yes!
We have to. We have to.
Here comes the meat wagon.
You killed it.
I killed my pet.
I think that could be an interesting thing to do, but the thing I like is kind of the challenge of it. Like, seeing what can you do that gets it like closer related to it. And the hard part for me is I'm instantly going to go to the 80s because I want to have that nostalgia and I want to have that thing. And for me, Goonies would be like bike ride.
Yep.
Obviously, I can't make it rain, but there'd be something like that. But bike ride, some kind of adventure. Can you imagine like someone just like pours like little droplets of water, like it's raining. Fucking Arizona and your stupid sun.
Well, I was gonna wait to see if there was a monsoon. That's why I was trying to get Mark
Could you
to do it beforehand.
No, the problem with the monsoons is it's dusty. So it's like, it's one thing.
Oh my god, it turned into the Wizard of Oz. We're dying.
If we get goggles, it's Mad Max.
Can we get steampunk goggles?
So we have to get the silver spray.
Yep.
It's the silver food coloring. What do they scream? They scream something.
I can't remember.
Oh no!
That movie kind of creeped me out.
But I do like. I have to. I'm googling it because I have
Googling. Oh, you did it again. See, I tell you, I point to that.
Mad Max silver spray. Oh, I can't fucking because I don't know what they scream, and I want to just go downtown Gilbert, scream it, and start spraying. Oh, it's Valhalla.
Oh yeah.
For Valhalla. And then just start pedaling really fast. I love it.
We have to do all of this.
They're gonna be like, "What the fuck's happening?" But I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna
try and get also the gentleman who's going to be taping us.
We can do Mad Max for Halloween and do the Valhalla on our bikes. Also, speaking of which,
we're gonna do Goonies for. Wait, what are we doing for Halloween?
I don't know. Here's the thing.
We were just talking about doing Wayne's World.
There is Wayne's World. It's just two of us. Now, the one thing for Halloween that I want to do as an adult, which I thought could be cool, because I don't get a lot of trick-or-treaters.
I don't get a lot of trick-or-treaters here.
But I always thought it'd be cool. I don't think anyone actually would come up to us, but I was like, oh, it'd be cool if we made a fire pit in the front of our house.
Yeah.
And like we give out candy, so we just hang out in the front. But it might be too hot to do a fire pit. But I was like, oh yeah, what if we give out hot dogs? And Mark's like, I don't think anyone's gonna take hot dogs from you. like, oh, we're not giving out candy, we're giving out hot dogs. Like, I don't.
Then parents are gonna be like, you can't get that.
Well,
like,
in theory, I'm like,
kill my kids.
Yeah, in theory, I'm like, it's a fucking hot dog. That sounds amazing, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, here's a fucking here's chocolate or a Costco hot dog. I'm gonna take the hot dog. But like, if I'm doing that and trying to give that away, yeah, and I'm trying to give those to kids, people are gonna be like, I'm not gonna take anything you cooked. like,
yeah.
Oh. Stupid New Day. But I thought it'd be cool to like sit out there and like just pass out candy, but I want a lawn chair with my feet up.
Yeah.
With a fire pit, just like that.
Well, I was thinking like hot dog, marshmallows, like we just go all fucking out.
See, but I don't know if kids could do their own s'mores or, because I can't make it. Yeah, see, parents are weird.
Parents are dumb now. Now it's like, don't open that. Is that open? Man, I had so much fucking candy. I ate the shit out of everything. I probably have so much poison in me.
And they put razor blades in it.
Yeah, well then cut my mouth off.
Dude, my fucking street was a bomb. You'd go down the street.
Big candy bars.
Oh, king size candy bars. You go around the corner, you hit the one up on the way, and that house gave away cans of soda. So you get cans of soda, king size candy bars. No one gave floss and threw that shit out. Like, it was solid. Like, it was good. It was real good. Like, you do one trip. I just had to go down the road and back up, and I was full. Like, 3 things. And it would last me, it would last me months after.
Yep.
I was really
My mom, we would come back, and we would have usually 1 pillowcase full.
Oh, with the pillowcases?
Yeah.
Nice.
Pillowcase. We would run all the way down. We'd go down,
this,
what the fuck is the pail, guys?
Make
like,
them
fuck
do the
that.
pillowcases, guys. Like,
Pillowcase is where it's at. And we would go down, we would get all like 7, 8 blocks, and we would be tired as fuck trying to get the fuck home. It's dark, we're just tired and cold.
Right there, it's dark.
It's fucking super dark, 11 o'clock at night.
I was trick-or-treating after dark. Like, we didn't have this whole, by my office.
3 o'clock, let's get our kids out there.
At my office in downtown, they trick-or-treat at 10 a.m.
What?
They do like a trick-or-treating thing, especially for the kids who are younger. But they do 10 a.m. to 1.
Fuck that. And
you
know what even better is you go home, and then you just sit and I remember, and again, I think it's because also the seasons changed.
Yeah.
But it was nice and crisp, and you had the hot chocolate.
See, we don't get that here until January.
But you had also hot cider, And then you'd watch Hocus Pocus and all of the weird Erie, Indiana, and like all those weird fucking TV shows that you're just like, I love watching this. Halloween is by far my favorite season, or my favorite holiday, and fall is my favorite season. My mom would take us to, my family, Mom and Dad would take us to like Door County and all these other places, and we would just hang out. And it was like fall and cherries and apples and pick all of the apples. We'd go on pumpkin rides and
you'd be
hay
on the
rides.
hay rides. Yeah.
Yes, it was so much fun, and I think that's why I love fall so much. It's because my family made it awesome. So that's what I would do if I had a kid.
I did
take it everywhere.
Well, and I think the thing with that too is like I really enjoy fall, and I love Thanksgiving because I like to eat. But my family also made it good. But I was upstate New York, so I experienced all that. Out here, it's different. It really is.
I wanted to buy a wreath because I was like, I just want it to feel a little cozy.
Maybe we need to go to Schnapp's Farms this year or something.
Yes,
we should.
We've talked about this.
Don't they do
met.
apple picking and stuff?
They do apple picking, chili cook-off.
There we go. Yeah, we should go.
October, I've literally always wanted to go to the chili cook-off, and no one will go.
Can we go during the week? Because I have lots of weddings. No, I just remember my family, they made Halloween really fun, and we watched like Ernest Scared Stupid and like all that stuff.
I loved Ernest.
Eat Burger Lips. Yeah.
Did he do a Halloween one? Or
that
is
was
that
the troll,
Ernest
and he would carve Scared Stupid.
That one fucking scared the shit out of me. Back then, they didn't want me. Now hot, they all love me.
What?
Just kidding. Mike Jones. Never mind. No. You.
What?
Okay, brain. Anywho, anybody who got that Mike Jones reference, good job. Kudos. So, back in the day, I thought they were scarier movies back then than now.
I feel like it's more scarier for certain things. So, like, Evil Dead, the original, like, stuff like that was scary. Now, it's not so scary as it's more gore.
It's just fucking gross.
It's a lot of gore.
Yeah.
And I don't... The thing is when it's close to, like, ghosts and spirits and stuff like that hits too close to home for me. Like, I've had some shit. Like, I've had some weird crap go on.
Insidious.
So it's just not stuff I want to watch.
I'm going to make you watch Insidious.
If you're in the mood for a scary movie, I was told about this one, and I think it's a full-on mindfuck. I don't know if I can even watch it. Let's see if I can find it. What did he text me? Still,
we got to watch Insidious together. Because I think you'd like it because there's a better premise than what you're thinking.
Those ones, like, Drag Me to Hell scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, I don't like anything that...
So it's a movie called Hereditary. I have no idea what this is about. I was reading Generations Exorcist, but heads will spin more savagely.
No thanks. I don't like anything demon-wise.
I don't know if it's demon-wise. It's talking about
Exorcist?
Well, it's talking about, like, it's hereditary, and it was talking about some things that you get from your family. So I don't know, like, he sent me
probably
the link.
A lineage of a stupid demon. I'm sorry, I'm done with demon stuff. Because honestly, they get so fucking scary, like Conjuring. So fucking scary up until the end. Then they show it and you're like...
Well, that's the beauty of A Quiet Place, that you see it pretty quick. It's not a demon, but you see, like, the monster movie, you see it pretty quick, and it's still scary. And you're just like, I still like that movie a lot.
I need to see it, because I didn't. But
I'd say for my go-to, because we're obviously on fall now, my go-to, if it's Halloween, the movie you have to watch is Evil Dead Army of Darkness. Because it's campy, it's fun. I love it. And it's Bruce Campbell.
I still love Hocus Pocus, so I'm totally going to watch that.
A good one.
Actually, speaking of Hocus Pocus, and now that I'm going to ask you full circle as being my friend.
Yes.
Let's get a date night, because they are doing drive-in movie Hocus Pocus.
I haven't been to a drive-in in years.
So let's do it.
Probably is going to be better here, because the one we had back home, there used to be, like, huge toads, like, everywhere. Yeah, I don't know. So my first drive-in that I remember my experience was Snow White. And I remember going to the bathroom and seeing a giant frog. So there was that. But this drive-in was close to...
And then you tried to kiss it, and you were like, this is not the frog
It was a big fat toad. I'm like, no. But the thing is my boyfriend growing up, his dad was a sheriff, and he also, like, I don't know, did stuff at the drive-in. Like, he'd be security, so we could get in for free. Which was weird, because he'd check the car. And I'm like, ugh, like the light. I'm like, this is weird. But they had really good French fries at the drive-in, and I just liked and it was always cold.
Yeah.
Like whenever you go. I like the experience of having the radio on, but the downside with ours, it was near water, so if you were outside, mosquitoes, you'd be done. So I'm guessing the ones here are probably better.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything.
It's dusty.
So I'll get the information and figure out what day.
Yeah, the
and then we
drive-in
can
sounds
go.
amazing.
Okay.
But we might have to take my car because I have the hatchback, and we can set up so you can. Because I used to watch it like that. You'd have the hatchback open.
I was thinking we could ask maybe Steve and Mark to come, and we can
Maybe
use
the
Steve's truck.
Yeah, truck would be fine.
And then bring snacks,
Snacks.
popcorn, and then I was gonna bring
Snacks.
blankets and put them all in the back.
Yeah.
And then we can cuddle with them.
If we do the truck, then we have that futon,
Oh.
giant pillow. We can throw that in there.
Yeah, maybe even cushier.
And if the guys say no, we'll just take the truck.
This is true. Sorry.
But for me, yeah, I think so. Yours is Halloween. Mine's kind of more that Thanksgiving thing. As far as Christmas, growing up, I celebrated Christmas. Now that I'm a Jew, I don't. So for me, the one thing I missed was the growing up aspect was going out in your giant snow pants.
I love snow suits.
Like what's it called?
Christmas Story.
Like a Christmas Story. You can't bend very well. Your parents usually had to get the last little bit, and you had to make sure not to get your neck skin to get it all the way up.
Right? I always get my neck.
Always got the neck.
Always got the neck.
So you go way up, and they get all the.
And
the coat.
did you ever have the issue? So I had to walk to school.
Oh yeah, my parents
I had to
hated it.
One, I hated the sound of sneakers down the hall when the
wet.
floor was wet.
Yeah.
But then also,
Squishy, sloppy snow.
I would put my boots in my locker.
Yeah.
Because there was actually lockers back then.
Yeah, there were, huh?
And I would put my snow pants in there. When I come back, all of the things that were at the bottom were just wet.
Yeah.
Bothered me.
So I didn't have to walk to school. We had the bus stop, which was right next door. But my dad would always yell at us. He's like, make sure you got all the way up. Don't want to get you sick. And so and I was the girl that wore sweatshirt, like one sweatshirt. It was a fucking Rey Mysterio sweatshirt. 6'1" motherfucking 9. Booyaka. So I'd wear that. I'd wear jeans all ripped up on the back, because they all fucked up. And I'd wear flip-flops in the snow. Didn't care. My dad was like, are you fucking kidding me? He got so mad about it.
Would you get sick?
No.
Yeah, see, that's the thing that I never understood.
But my pants were always wet on the bottom because it was like disgusting. But snow pants is when we were really young. You get the snow pants, like hook, like the bibs, hook on the bibs. You have the coat, and then the gloves go on the outside of the coat, or they go on the inside, and then the coat kind of goes over.
Yep.
You get the hat that they always just push
you
on
didn't want
too
the
much.
snow to go in your hands, so that's why we always go under.
I think I had a couple different things, but so the parents always did the coat all the way up, and they always put your hat on, and I loved the poof tops, but they always snug it on a little too low, like, ugh, and you're like, ugh.
Yeah, but then you have your mittens and you can't move it.
Yeah, you can't move it because the mittens are on. Like, I can't, so you're stuck. So, and like being a kid that grew up with glasses, you've got like half your glasses are in your hat, and your mittens, you can't fucking do anything. You can't even open the door to get out. So they finally open the door, kick you out, and you kind of like squish out and puff back out like a marshmallow. Pah! But then you're excited because you go out and you're running, and oh god, kids in snow pants are so cute. So you're like running, and they're all like kind of like all over starfish. So you're running with your sled, and you're going out building forts or whatever. But the things I remember the most was going out in the middle of the night, full moon, and no one's touched the snow, so fresh dust, no footprints.
Too.
The way it smells, clean air
At night with the moon.
and it's so bright.
Yes,
it's so bright. Everything's so bright, and you just have that, and you can see the trees, and it's so quiet. It
makes me want to move back to the Midwest sometimes. And then I realize, fuck that.
Yeah. Then you remember the sloshy, like half pavement, half snow that's in there. No. So I remember that, like, because we would stargaze at like midnight. My dad would call. He's like, "Hey man, come check out the moon." So we'd walk out, and it was just so cold, so quiet, amazing. The other part I loved is when you're done after playing outside for hours, and your face is just red, and you just can't feel anything anymore, and you're just so excited and happy, and you come in, fucking hot chocolate. All the stuff comes off. You sit down with like
with marshmallows.
With marshmallows. You sit down with your hot chocolate, and you just look out the window, and it's like a big, thick, like just it's snowing, but the big, puffy, gentle ones. Like I do miss the snow, but not enough to like live in it.
Yeah,
like I do.
I would go travel to go like take a weekend there.
Yeah,
and then come back.
It was so funny because when Mark came with me, because his whole family is South African and Cali, so he was like, "Oh, I'm going to go with you," and we went back around Christmas time. And I'm like, we're going to go out for a walk. So I like snowed up, right? Ready to go because I know what's up. And I think he had to put on like 2 or 3 things of long johns. And we're out for 5 minutes. He's like, I'm going to die. He's like, I'm going to get frostbite. How did you do this growing up? I'm like, we've been outside for 5 minutes. He's like, everything's so cold and wet. And like, I was like, oh my God. The one thing that not nostalgia train since we're on it. The one thing I remember that I used to do, so my sister and I shared a room, and we had bunk beds that we separated. Mm-hmm. So we took up different sides. My dad hated me for this, but I fucking loved it. Because I loved the smell and how cold it is in the winter, we'd open the fucking windows. So we'd have our bedroom windows open, and instead of like having like anything, we just piled on tons and tons of sleeping bags. Yep. So I would be sleeping on my bed with like 5 sleeping bags on. And my dad would walk in the morning, he's like, son of a bitch. He's like, shut the goddamn windows. He's like, you're letting all the heat out. Oh, that was so much fun. But we also had those in-floor heaters. Uh-huh. So if it was really cold, we'd stand on top of them. And we'd let our pants like poof out with the hot air.
So cool.
So we'd do that in the morning before going to school because it was too cold. Our floors were all wood.
Yep.
So it was like too cold. Like, you get out of bed and you're like, oh shit, should have wore socks, and you didn't. And you're like, okay, well, you go, and we'd fight over who got to be on the heater. And we'd try to like get in there together, but whoever got it, you'd sit there and just let your pajama pants like bulge out. You're like, yeah, I miss it. I miss the cold, but not, again, it's more of like a visit. I don't think I could live there again.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to maintain it. It's not fun.
I'm curious to find out what Flagstaff's like, because I know that it gets snow, but I just don't know if it's going to be the same.
Yes, it is.
Is it? You've been?
Yep.
Did it feel like that?
Yes.
You were
and right away I was like, I don't know if, I think we were talking. Yeah, we were talking. I wanted to take you. Because I was like, we should go to like Sedona and then head to Flagstaff, spend a night, and come back.
I feel like Flagstaff would definitely check the box more for me than Sedona, because Sedona still definitely, like with the mountains and the red, is definitely Arizona. Flagstaff, for some reason, I drive through that or Payson, and I'm like, home. Because I grew up right next to the woods.
Yep, it's all woods.
Yeah, because I had my neighbor. And
the other thing I was planning for us to do, if we ever do, to go to Flagstaff, but there should be this horse trail.
How was the drive with the snow there, I'm assuming?
It was a little rough when we went. But we had the truck, so I was like,
that's
good.
True. Okay.
But in Flagstaff, there's actually horse rides. So they take you out into the forest with the horses, and it's snowy.
That's been with snow.
Yeah, so I was like, I want to go.
My favorite thing about horses in the winter. Let's talk about that, because I used to do horseback riding when I was younger, and I really wish my mom, because we all ended up quitting, all 3 of us girls, and I wish my mom like made more of a stink about it. But my favorite thing is when you're brushing them, especially like in the summer, they're just like short coats. Mm-hmm. In the winter, they're so fluffy. They're so fluffy and fuzzy, and you're like, oh my god, you just want to get in there. But I like how fuzzy they get in the wintertime.
That's so cute.
We went from fall to like just snow. It's all right. I'm okay with it.
We just have to live vicariously through our memories, okay, guys? But I guess recap. Do you have any friends that give out too many hugs without? I'm just kidding.
Are you guys like protective of your friends?
Do you pee on your friends?
Do you pee circle? Like, do you claim them?
Yeah.
Do you not saying protective?
Or
are
we just the weird ones?
And not saying like protective as in like you're gonna defend their honor and beat people up, but more of like, you know, are you like, oh my gosh, well, who are they talking to? Like, I know them more. Like, you almost want to be like, here's my badge, like your fucking Girl Scout badge. Here's my badge. Been friends for over 10 years. Like, who else gets this fucking badge? Like, that kind of thing. Or apparently hugging, which I'm so glad we finally figured it out.
Yeah, we got this. It only took 10 years, guys.
I think it was literally us just going, well, who starts it? And I think we're too dominant. Like, I joke saying we're both positives, and it's like that charge, and I think that's exactly what it is. We're both like, we're the same charge, like, which way, like, how's this gonna work? I did joke with her, and I think this could be true, that if we actually hugged, we'd become one person.
Like, super, like...
we did the Goten. Dragon Ball Z merging.
We actually did a great job of doing it.
We did a really good job.
Too bad you guys don't see video.
We'll get there.
Not yet.
We'll get there.
We will. That will be soon. But yes. So that, as well as birthdays. What do you guys think about birthdays? And do you celebrate? What ways do you celebrate now that you're older? And for me, I'm actually going to be planning one that I'm going to make it all kitty, like 6 years old. And so it's going to be super fun, and I'll show you pictures when that is completed.
We need to get like shitty ice cream. Like Napoleon, like
those ice cream bars and stuff that have like SpongeBob with the gumball eyeballs.
Those are amazing. No, I'm talking about the ones that you get at the parties we used to go when we were kids, and it was like you get the slip of chocolate, strawberry and vanilla.
Somebody got me an ice cream sandwich the other day, and it totally was like that.
Wow. And
I was like, I'm gonna eat it anyway.
What's your least favorite flavor when you get that?
Strawberry.
What? It's the first thing to go. For me, it was the first thing to fucking go. I love it.
It's sad. I opened it because it was, again, in a package. It was single. So I open it and I start eating it and I'm like, oh, I love chocolate. Like, cool.
No.
You didn't expect vanilla. Okay, whatever. Fuck you, strawberry. Still gonna fucking eat it though.
We're perfect because mine is strawberry is the first thing that goes on that slit, and I'll cut it right out of the middle and just like get it right out, and then I go to the vanilla. Chocolate's the last for me.
Perfect. So then we could like
we literally could. Maybe Lady in the Tramp. A carton of ice cream. Oh god.
Oh, I was thinking the ice cream sandwich.
Oh yeah, maybe that's kind of.
But a carton of ice cream. I know what you're talking about. All right. So. To end the podcast, you guys have been awesome. So thank you. And also, if you have any reviews or TV shows, comics, etc., go to wordofthenerd.com to take a look at what they have cooking.
Yep.
And if you need any workout supplements, take a look at firstform.com/I'm Jenna Clark.
Fruity Pebbles recommended. Or I haven't tried the CTC, the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but I hear it's yummies.
Yummies!
Yum yums!
You have anything to share? You kind of did a little bit in the podcast.
I shared.
You have shared.
Today. I shared so much today.
Good job.
Don't I get a cookie?
But Daddy, I want a golden goose.
But I want it now. Oh no.
So always remember to geek responsibly.